New York City, 1950. In the dead of night, something bizarre started happening across various neighborhoods. Heavy metal trash cans were vanishing without a trace. Local residents began reporting the thefts to the police, but the confusion quickly turned to fear. Right around the same time, sightings of glowing, unidentified objects in the night sky began to flood the local news. This public paranoia eventually caught the attention of the media. The New Yorker magazine published a famous drawing of extraterrestrials loading Manhattan's trash cans into a flying saucer, turning the urban mystery into a cultural joke. While the public laughed at the cartoon, the image stayed with a group of scientists in New Mexico, serving as the unlikely starting point for a question that would challenge our understanding of the universe. At the Los Alamos Laboratory, some of the most brilliant minds of the century were gathered to work on the Manhattan Project. Among them was Enrico Fermi, the Nobel Prize-winning architect of the nuclear bomb. During lunch with his colleagues, that New Yorker cartoon sparked a realization that led to his legendary inquiry. Fermi looked at the scale of the cosmos. Our universe is 13.8 billion years old, containing 86 billion trillion possible planets. Modern data suggests 1 in 5 stars has a planet in the Goldilocks zone, an orbital band where temperatures allow for liquid water. With the raw materials for life being so common, the math suggests the universe should be teeming with intelligence. Fermi's question was simple: where is everybody? Earth has existed for roughly 4.5 billion years, but our planet is a newcomer compared to the age of the wider universe. Human technology evolves exponentially. We went from basic agriculture to landing drilling robots on the icy surface of Europa in a fraction of cosmic time. Now, consider a planet where life started 300 million years before our own. That civilization would have surpassed our current level of technology, while our ancestors were still first emerging from the sea. A civilization 3 billion years our senior would operate on a cognitive level that dwarfs our own. To them, we might represent the same level of primitive instinct we see in a common spider. Any species that survives that long would possess capabilities that, to us, would be completely indistinguishable from magic. This gap in power leads to the zoo hypothesis. It proposes that advanced civilizations are out there, but they are intentionally observing us while hiding their presence. Humanity has long entertained the idea of being watched from above. Religious traditions, from the Bhagavad Gita to the Bible and the Quran, often speak of powerful entities who observe our world from a higher plane. For a civilization millions of years more advanced than our own, remaining invisible to our primitive telescopes and sensors would be a trivial task. The entities historically worshipped as gods might simply be these cosmic observers, running a grand, multi-millennial test on our species. There is a darker answer to the cosmic silence. It's called the Great Filter, the idea that intelligent life inherently carries an expiration date. Technological intelligence often breeds the tools of its own destruction. Human history is already marked by the creation of hydrogen bombs, biological weapons, and the unpredictable risks of artificial intelligence. Even without conflict, the environmental byproduct of our advancement can be fatal. We are currently watching the fractured ice of the poles melt as temperatures rise every decade. Even if a species survives its own technology, the universe provides its own resets. Gamma-ray bursts, supervolcanoes, or asteroid strikes act as brutal filters that can erase a civilization in an instant. If the Great Filter is a universal law, then every civilization eventually reaches a point of no return. The cosmic silence we hear today is the statistical result of billions of years of extinction. Humanity is currently standing at this very crossroads, wielding unprecedented power while facing massive environmental instability. We are left with a final question. Is the great silence of the stars a warning of our inevitable end? Or does humanity have what it takes to be the first species to survive the filter?